Welcome back to Making a Difference on Buzz TV. I'm Mike White. Join me today is another community trustee, Gail Patin, with the Hubbard House. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So you were a Leadership Jacks alum,
Yes.
class of?
2013.
2013. Well, talk about your experience with Leadership Jacksonville.
Well, it was mind-opening because I've got to meet people from so many different venues in the community and learn about different areas. I work in the nonprofit, but I've met people from corporations, from the legal side, from government. It was really amazing to learn together with a group of people.
How did it help with the relationships? Have you continued on with those to help with you with Hubbard House?
Well, we see people obviously in the work that we do. One of my alums from my class, his son actually did a fundraiser for us, which was very successful. So you make those connections and they just keep on in everyday business.
What does the Hubbard House do?
The Hubbard House provides services to survivors of domestic violence and their children, and we focus on safety, first of all, empowerment, and social change so that one day we don't have domestic violence in our community anymore.
What areas does it serve?
It serves Duval County as well as Baker County.
And someone to enter your organization, like how does that relationship start?
Usually they call our hotline, which is 1-800-500-1119, to talk about what's going on. The great thing about the hotline is you don't need to even tell your name if you don't want to. You can just kind of talk a little bit about what's going on, and we can tell you about the different options available.
What percent of people are calling for themselves, and what percent are family members calling in?
I would say the majority call for themselves, and when family members call, we give them information and then we encourage them to have that person call. Because a person who's in a situation where there's been violence like this, they've had no control over their life, so their first step of taking control is themselves doing the calling.
And people don't, is the Hubbard House, do people know where the location is, or is someone going to an area that really that abuser couldn't find them? How does that work?
It is a confidential location, our shelter where people are living. We do have an outreach center on Beach Boulevard, which is co-located with our thrift store that's not confidential. So people who might feel like they don't need shelter but just want to talk to somebody can go to our outreach center as well during business hours.
What is the main resource? There's always time, talent, and treasure. But what's the main resource that you guys need right now to help you to continue with the great mission that you guys are doing?
We always need financial resource because that holds up and allows us to get the talent that we need and to be able to put in the effort and the time to help survivors.
What percent of your revenues are being driven by the thrift shop right now?
Our thrift shop, actually it's very interesting. It's co-located with our outreach center, and all of the income that comes to that supports the building and the outreach center. So it really is a win-win situation when we co-located them together.
And when you're not working and volunteering within your organization, what do you do to unwind and relax?
I love yoga. I do yoga. I'm also a certified yoga instructor, and I love taking my dog to the dog park.
What type of dog?
A Yorkie.
Yorkie. We just got it, and actually in the company usually running around as a cockapoo running around here. My wife and kids want something that didn't shed,
Yes.
wouldn't get over 20 pounds, and we got Jake now.
There you go. That's a Yorkie too.
Well, if someone wants to support you guys, where would they find you?
They would find us at hubbardhouse.org, and they could go there to find out how they can support us financially. They can go there to find out how to volunteer, and they can learn about the events that we have coming up.
So let's talk about some events.
Okay, we have our Barbara Ann Campbell Memorial Breakfast that is coming up on October 3rd. It's at 7:30 in the morning, and if you go to hubbardhouse.org, you'll learn all about it. It's an opportunity to learn more about domestic violence, to hear survivors' stories and how they received help, and how their courage has brought them to where they are today, and just to learn more about Hubbard House.
Well, thank you again for all that you do for our community and coming on our program. And thank you for joining us on Making a Difference on Buzz TV. We will see you next time.